Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing something fun, and this is actually going to be a two-part series. So if you guys watch my home tour and you've been kind of following along on me redoing every room in my house, you'll know that there was one specific nook, area, corner thing in my bedroom that wasn't very cute. That was struggling to have a design direction or a style. It kind of looked like in the circus when you go in those mirror maze thing. It kind of looked like that because it has like 5, 6, 7 mirrors in it. And if you guys have missed any of the makeovers that I've done so far in my house or any of the other makeovers that I've done for friends and family, they'll all be listed below, and I have a playlist for everything so you can watch my complete home makeover series. And we are going to be making over my vanity makeup area. This area is just like way too many mirrors. Actually, some of these pieces have been kind of around my house, and I've been saving them for other room makeovers. Glamcore mirror that actually lights up and it's LED, but I broke it moving into this house, but it still works. So I'm gonna kind of try and figure out a way to kind of camouflage that the mirror is broken. It's not well styled. This desk is actually an old desk that I had maybe 7 years ago with my computer on it. You'll see like old DIYs that I've done in here, and just overall some thought that's gone into this because it's just kind of accumulated weird stuff and is collecting dust. So I really wanted to try my hand at some DIYs and show you guys some like simple, easy DIY, organizational, cute decor things that you could put in your kind of vanity or makeup area or your bathroom, wherever you have that type of stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna work on is so simple, but I feel like it's gonna make a huge difference to the top or what's seen on your vanity. In my kitchen, I got a tray to kind of organize oils and salt and pepper and my utensils, and it just kind of made it all cozy up together and it looked more organized. So I feel like this is gonna be perfect for like perfume or any like decorative type bottles that you keep out, like your face wash or your creams. So you're only gonna need 3 things to do this. So the first thing that you're gonna need is a basket. I picked this one up at the flea market for $1. You're also going to need a mirror. It was $3.49 and it's a 9-inch mirror. So what size mirror you need is going to depend on what size your basket is. And you're also going to need a hot glue gun. Gorilla Glue hot glue sticks. Wow, that's hard to say. And they're 5 times more durable than like the regular hot glue sticks. Super simple. We're just going to take out here, probably like the biggest step in this. Since this basket is rounded on the bottom, we wanted the glue to actually touch it. Just put hot glue pretty close to the edge so that it'll actually stick. Place it right in the center and pressing down. And it's such a cute way to kind of like style your perfumes and stuff, because look how cute it is styled. Number 2, I have a lot of jewelry, a lot of necklaces, a lot of earrings, and some bracelets here and there. And I don't have enough really wall space in there to do any kind of like hanging wall jewelry holder. So I wanted to come up with like a cute looking jewelry holder in different heights to hold my necklaces and my earrings and my bracelets. I actually found this pack of wooden dowels from Goodwill for $1.99, but there's all these different sizes of wooden dowels in here. And I was like, man, one day I could use that for something. And today is that day. I have all of these scrap wooden blocks that have been left over from different projects. I also have a big one. You can buy this at like Lowe's. I just have all of these scraps. So I'm like, well, maybe I can do something with this. I like this height, but I also want to cut some like taller ones for more of my necklaces. Paint the block, put the dowel in it, it'll create our jewelry holder. You can really do these any size you want to. I have 3 of these at 6 inches. Just cut a 12-inch block, and then I just created kind of like this little bottom so that when it kind of goes on top, it has some support. The next thing that we need to do, drill our hole for 1/4-inch dowel. So we're gonna have to drill a hole in our blocks the size of these dowels. So you're gonna need a drill for this, and you're also gonna need a drill bit the size we need the hole to be, because I want these to be all different heights, or the dowels to be at different levels, so to speak. Now we're just gonna drill the hole. I made sure that it fit and it's snug, so we won't have to really like glue it or anything, because I hate when the glue kind of oozes out. I'm just gonna take a piece of sandpaper and we're gonna clean up all of the raw edges on these. So that's pretty simple. We're just gonna sand. Next up is to paint or stain, which we're gonna do both. But I want to put these 2 pieces together first, because I definitely want the base the same color or stain as this part. So to do that, I just have these 1.5 inch wood screws. Super simple. I'm just gonna drill from the bottom up. My favorite wood stain is Special Walnut, and then also have these colors of spray paint that I've just kind of like collected from different projects. Burlap color, which is really pretty, and then I also have this like terracotta color. So for the stain, I just use an old rag that I keep using over and over again to conserve and help the environment by not using paper towels. What is wrong with this one? Look at this. This does not fit someone's hand.
What is it?
Oh, no. So I'm gonna stain the dowel. This one is all the same. I think for the colored ones, I'm gonna leave these natural. So for this one, I guess I could go ahead and put the dowel in because it's the same color and just let it all dry. One's done, guys. Okay, so I need to make the hole a little bigger. So now we can slide it in. I really like the look when it doesn't have a base on it. For the height it needs more support. You could always do these like thicker. So I'm gonna head outside and spray paint 2 of these 2 colors. These are all dry, and I did do a black one. So I did another stain, a black, this burlap color, and then the terracotta-ish brown color. I'll link the exact colors for you guys too. I actually cut these dowels to 7 inches because I felt like it was just too long being like 12 inches on these guys, because that would be, I don't know if they would get like lopsided. You can also paint these a contrasting color. Like you could do, if you want like a little more like luxe look, you could go with like a gold. We're just gonna stick these in. Make sure that you're drilling the hole straight, because otherwise you're gonna end up with this guy. The other ones look pretty straight, but this one, not so much. Okay, so let's see how they look with jewelry on them. Next DIY, I was kind of trying to think of something that I could put brushes in, like makeup brushes, and I used to do like some pottery, so I was like, okay, maybe we could make like a cute little jar, pot, cup thing for makeup brushes out of clay, Sculpey clay, and make it kind of like textured on the outside. So I have an idea. So what you're gonna need for this one, some Sculpey clay in whatever color. You could actually get Sculpey clay in different colors. So if you wanted to do that, you're also going to need a cup of some kind. We're just gonna use it for the round edge. Also some parchment paper because we're gonna be baking it in the oven, so we're going to need it. I used to roll out clay with just a glass from my kitchen. Goodwill one time, and I picked up a rolling pin specific for clay. And then you need some sort of texture. Like look around your house and try and find like, wow, I'm like looking around my house. This would actually be really cool texture. Look how cool this would be on there. I think I'm gonna stick to what I was originally gonna do. So I have this mud cloth that I got from the flea market, and it just has a really cool texture on it. Take some parchment paper, take some Sculpey clay. So you're just gonna take your glass or rolling pin and roll it out. And we wanna get it to like a little less than a 1/4 inch thick. Switch over to using this glass. This is Borasil glass, and it can be baked in the oven, and I think for like a long time. And Borasil glass can withstand temperatures up to 340 Fahrenheit. I could keep this inside. Can I? We're gonna try. So I'm going to make one of these edges straight. And I actually want it to look kind of like raw cut too, so I'm gonna go with this side, and I think I'm just gonna use the ruler to cut the end. Ah, perfect. Okay. Then we're going to cut our bottom circle using the edge of this glass. Press down, and you can use it as like a cookie cutter, like a clay cutter. Help. Okay. Then we're gonna take these side pieces and wrap it around this glass like that. And I really want it to lap over like this. I want it to look really kind of like a raw cup. I'm gonna have to do the bottom again. Okay, we're gonna use a slightly different method. So instead of like putting the glass down and then cutting it out, we're just gonna rest it on top, and using the X-Acto knife, we're just gonna go around the edge and then cut it out. Mesh it together on those sides so that the bottom stays intact. Now for the texture part. Place it onto the fabric, kind of pressing down a little bit. And let's see if we can get the imprint. So you can kind of see the texture. Okay, well I can't get it off the glass. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done because it's so sticky. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna go ahead and bake it, see if it becomes less sticky and I'm able to slip it off. What would have been easier, we're smoothing out once more on the textured material and then rolling it. Bake this thing in the oven at 275. It's going in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, moment of truth, let's see. Okay. Let that cool for a second. Okay, you guys, it's actually coming off. Yay! So glad that it came off that glass. It was a little bit of a struggle, so I'm sure that there's an easier way to do that. Or maybe not using the glass at all. I was afraid that it was gonna kind of collapse. I want to use watercolors on this, and I'm either thinking, I've never watercolored on clay before, but I'm either thinking this burnt umber color or a Venetian red. I think I'm gonna go with a neutral. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the burnt umber. I kind of want it to look a little watercolory. I kind of want it to be like milky looking and subtle. I don't want it to be all a solid color, but who knows? I don't know how the clay is gonna take watercolor, so we're gonna find out. Then you need some clean water. So I'm gonna dip my brush in the water first, and then I'm gonna kind of like wet a section, and let's see. Too much water. Okay, we don't need that much water, I'm finding out. I like the color that it's making. It's really subtle and you can see more of the texture. So I'm just gonna paint all of this and let it dry. So there's also one other idea that I have, kind of to organize some eyeshadow palettes, an organizational thing that we would need for our vanity, but I'm actually going to wait and do it in the next part in this series, because I want to make sure that whatever I use in terms of like a section box is actually going to fit in what I'm building. So instead of putting it in this video, I'll put it in that one, and then we can work on that one together. But I think that these turned out so freaking cute. And I really like this color. And then you could, like, the good thing about watercolors, you can just go back with some water and kind of like move it around. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this up and we'll see what it looks like. You guys enjoyed these simple DIY makeup, vanity, organizational type things. This is part 1 of a 2-part series. So come back next Sunday. We're gonna actually start building some things for this area. And of course, as always, if you guys did like this video, oh shoot, play mode. Did like this video, hit the like button below. And if you're not already part of our DIY family, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. Right? So you know exactly when we upload every Sunday. Ferocious little girl. And we will see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys. Hey Siri, how many, oh, sorry. It was stuck together.